Hey math friends, it's Miss Gainey here to teach you your lesson today. And we are going to be learning about how many number combinations we can make from one number. So our number that we're going to be using is the number 429. And we are going to we're going to use those digits to make as many number combinations as we can. So how we do that is we are going to look at each digit and we are going to put it in the hundreds place. So I'm going to take my 4 and I am going to write 2 4s for the hundreds place for those two combinations that we are going to make. Then I'm going to take my 2 and I'm going to put it in the hundreds place. Turn this more towards me. And then I'm going to take my 9 and I'm going to put it also in the hundreds place. So now I have each digit in the hundreds place to make all my number combinations. So now I already know that one of my combinations is going to be 429. So I'm going to go ahead and write 429. So what do I have left with the 4 in the hundreds place? Well, I still have a 9 and a 2, so I can flip-flop them, and I can make the number 492. So now I've made all the different number combinations I can with the 4 in the hundreds place. So now let's take a look with the 2 in the hundreds place. So the digits that are left with the 2 in the hundreds place are the 4 and the 9. So I can make the number 249, and then I can flip-flop them and make the number 294. And last but not least, I have, make sure you guys can see this, sorry guys, the 9 in the hundreds place. So my two digits that are going to be left are my 2 and my 4. So I can make the number 924. Then I just flip-flop the digits and I can make the number 942. So now I have made all the different number combinations that I can with 429, with all of those digits. So now what we're going to do is we're going to order those numbers from least to greatest. And what I'm going to do to order them from least to greatest is I am going to look at the hundreds place of all the numbers. So my hundreds place here are 4s, here are 2s, and here are 9s. And I know that 2 is less than 4 and 9. So I'm going to scoot this back just a little bit. So I'm going to start with my 2s that are in the hundreds place. So I have the number 249 and 294. So now I know that my hundreds places are the same. So I've got to look to the next place, which is the tens place, to see if I can figure out which number is smaller or which number is larger from looking at the tens place. So I have 249, 294. So I know that 4 is less than 9. So if we're numbering the orders from least to greatest, I know that 249 is going to be the first number that I write. Let me turn this just a little bit. 249. So then I know my next number, let me check here, is going to be 294 because my other 4 numbers have higher numbers in the hundreds place, or higher digits in the hundreds place. So this is going to be 294 comes next. So now I'm looking back at my numbers, and I have 429 and 492, 924 and 942. So I'm going to look at my hundreds place, and I know that 4 is smaller than 9, so these two numbers are going to come first. So I've looked at my hundreds place, they're the same. Now I need to look at my tens. 429, 492. 2 is less than 9, so 429 is going to come first. 429, and then I know 492 is going to come next. All right, so last but not least, I have my 924 and my 942 to put in order. So my hundreds are the same again. I've got to look at my tens place. 924 and 942. So I know that 2 is less than 4, so I know that 924 is going to come next. And then last I have 942. All right, so that is it for today. Great job, guys. If you have any questions, email your teachers, and your activity is posted on Seesaw. Awesome job.